So you want to get faster, but you're not. You're probably not doing any type of tempo work or the speed work, which is going to build your engine very quickly. That's something I never did. But now when I went from a 3:36 to a 2:41 marathon, I throw in tempos 2 to 3 times a week. And I'm going to tell you why. Along with why hill sprints are probably the most important tool in a runner's toolbox to build your strength and overall power. I just got back from a 10-mile tempo. Put it here. I'm going to go over my splits. I'm going to tell you why you need to do this and how to actually do it efficiently. So I never did this because I just thought running at a zone 2 all the time was perfect. Well, I was soft and a lot of runners are soft, and I don't want to call people out, but if you want to up your standards and you want to get faster, we have to train our body to get faster. Now, we can't just sit at a zone 2. But tempos are perfect because they allow us to sit at a zone 2 and they allow us to do a sustained hard effort 6 to 8 RPE out of 10 to allow our body to clear lactate, allow our body to get into race pace. And of course, you get faster and the sustained effort becomes easier over time. Thus, you're gaining a very powerful engine as opposed to just sitting in zone 2. So think about tempos as a middle ground, right? We can do them, we can recover, and they're perfect. They teach us zone 2 and they teach us lactate clearance at race pace. Basically, you have a 2 to 3 mile warm up, then you have your quote unquote half marathon pace for a couple miles and repeats, and then you have your cool down, right? This allows us during those tempos, which is the middle of the workout at your threshold, to clear any type of lactate. Lactate is the byproduct of carbohydrates built up as amino acids that gives us that burn. The longer that we can push that further down the road in a marathon to mile 18, 19, 20, you're going to obviously last for a lot longer, which means you're going to get a better time. Your body's going to be more efficient at clearing lactate, more efficient in your zone 3 to zone 4 heart rate, and your muscles are going to get stronger. We build that through tempos. So this is what I did this morning, and these are my splits. So before every workout, if it's a speed workout, long run, I'll do a 2-mile jog at an 8 to 9 minute pace. I don't put it in my watch, but the first mile, a little bit of a warm up. Second and third mile were strides. I love strides. They get my cadence up. They get me in the game for my speed. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Those were my actual tempo splits. So I did 5 by 6 minutes with a 90-second jog in between, and that's what it came out to. Then I did a 2-mile cool down, which was basically a little bit above marathon pace because my body was already warm. This is going to allow you to build a very large engine, get your speed in, and for some people, it's not as taxing. Of course, I'm training for a 50-miler. This was one of my last workouts, so it's not a massive, massive workout, but you can do a 6-mile tempo, 7-mile tempo, 8-mile tempo. I highly suggest, though, raising the bar every time you go into a tempo so your body does not adapt and it can sustain to a harder and better effort. So lastly, she asked about hills, why we do them. I never did hills, and I was the shittiest runner ever. Running flats all the time, guys, is not going to make you stronger. Just like running all the time without strength training isn't going to do the same. But when you mix in hills, this is the perfect mix between power, strength, and actual cadence. So what is going to happen is when you go up a hill, you're going to have to use more power to sustain your body weight going forward than you will on a regular actual flat ground. You're going to have to push more power from your glutes, quads, hamstrings, thus making your VO2 max better. Your heart rate is going to get spiked a little bit, and you're training your body's efficiency and economy to put more of an output and get better over time. So I never ever did hill workouts because I was scared of them because they're hard. But guys, on the other side of pain is a purpose. And the point of going up hills is to get you stronger and better, and you don't get stronger without any type of pain. So for a lot of us, we're avoiding them. For new runners, do them. You're going to thank me. And for advanced runners, you know how important it is. You're going to go on flats and you're going to be able to rip a PR because your body is so much stronger and more efficient at outputting its power through doing your hill workouts and your strengths. You need more quads, you need more glutes, you need all of that to get yourself up that hill. So that's why we do hill repeats. No matter if you're training on a flat course or not, I highly suggest it. I'm very fortunate to live in New York City. Central Park is here. There's a lot of rolling hills and Cat's Hill and Harlem's Hill, but we do these repeats. Obviously, it gets our VO2 max up and it makes us more efficient at putting out that power. So when we go on the flats, boom, everything is there. So that's a tempo. The importance of doing hills, a little bit of an example from me. Any questions when it comes to speed workouts, what to do, how to get faster, please drop them, because as a new runner, I got into running and I never did any of this and my times never increased anything. I only saw a massive increase in my speed, my heart rate when I started to add in tons of speed workouts, because yes, that's where you get stronger and faster, not in your zone 2s. So that's everything. I'm out of here. Drop a comment.